Hey there, this is Neil Napier, and in this video I'm going to give you a plan, a roadmap of sorts for content marketing in 2019. Now, of course, if you're watching it in 2020, no matter who's won the US elections, you can still execute this method and get results with it. It was a joke, the election thing was just a joke. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make here is that the fundamentals of content marketing don't change, and you can get some amazing results with it as long as you follow those fundamentals and execute it day in, day out. So let's start from the very beginning. Then I'm going to also show you how to use a couple of tools that will make your job easier. Please also understand that in this video training, I'm not making it complicated. I'm giving you a very simple plan, and I want you to follow that to the dot if you want to see results in a month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, even 3 years down the line. So let's first start by actually talking about what the process entails. The process entails you building out content and building out one massive piece of content. We call that pillar post. We'll talk about that too. Building out smaller pieces of content, connecting it all together, and using social media, so say Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn or other places, to essentially drive traffic into this smaller content, which also then drives into your bigger pillar post. And again, you can of course do social media marketing for your pillar post as well. But let's go back a little bit. Let's start from the beginning and talk about the niche, the market that you're in. If you don't have our SOP, by the way, for keyword selection, please contact us at support@guivio.com, and my team will give you that SOP as well. Usually it's a paid product or it's a bonus sometimes, but if you just ask for it nicely, they'll give you that as well. So the very first thing you need to do is you need to pick a niche. You need to pick a market that you're going to be in. Now, you may say, oh yeah, I'm in the make money online market, or I'm in the weight loss market. That's not quite a market. I mean, that's not quite a niche even. Well, it is, but you need to really drill down if you want to have the best results with your content marketing. If you start trying to rank for keywords around weight loss, you're not going to rank for like 2 years, because the people out there that have big teams, that have lots of money in their pocket, and they're constantly marketing for really high viewing keywords and keywords that are a lot more valuable, right? So for example, if I try and rank for weight loss, I'm not going to rank for it easily at all. And let's say, I'm not going to actually look for figures, but let's say weight loss gets about, I'm pretty sure it gets about like 100,000 views, 100,000 searches via Google every single month. That's a really, really big keyword, right? If you want to rank on page 1 for this, you have to spend a lot of money, because even being ranked on the 10th position will probably get you about, say 5, 6, 7,000 visitors a month. That's almost like, if you consider Facebook ads, that's, let's say, $2 per visitor. That's $20,000 worth of investment that you would have to make to every month to basically get to that first page. Now, if you don't have that kind of money, that's okay. I want you to go narrower, right? So I want you to, within your target market, go even narrower. Like, who are you actually serving? So when you say, okay, I can help you lose weight, congratulations, but who's your ideal client? Who's your customer avatar? Who's the best customer that you can get? You could say, hey, I could help you lose weight, say post-pregnancy, right? So let's put that down. Weight loss post-pregnancy. And there already you have brought down your keyword search from 100,000 to, let's say, even 10,000. I'm sure it's lower, but it's 10,000. Now, it does mean that now if you want to rank on page 1, it's going to be much easier, like much easier. You will have to spend, let's say, $2,000 approximately, or $2,000 worth of time, which still is full time for you. But if you want to rank for that keyword, it'll take you a couple of months, 3 months, but you will be on page 1 fairly quickly with that search volume. So congratulations. But I know people who want to be on page 1 like even faster, right? How do you do that? What volume do you go for? In that case, I would strongly advise you to restrict yourself to keywords that are searched, for example, 1,000 times a month, right? So weight loss post-pregnancy, and then put something else after, right? I'm going to put diet after. Now, just because I put diet in, this narrows the search volume even more. I know it's a really long keyword, like 5-word keyword, and you think, Neil, anyone can rank for this 5-word keyword. Yes, I mean, you can with the training and the tools that I'll show you, you will be able to. But my point is that you're going to have much better results ranking or trying to get traffic from much smaller keywords to begin with. Now, all this is important as well, and we'll cover this in our kind of posting strategy when we come to this. So pick your niche and drill down to your sub niche, and that will give you your keywords. So your keywords now are going to be, of course, weight loss being the bigger one, but remember, you're not really trying to rank for weight loss, but then you could be weight loss post-pregnancy, diet, weight loss post-pregnancy, without exercise or with exercise, weight loss post-pregnancy, after twins, whatever you want to put in, and you can just do a quick Google search to find that. You're going to find a ton of keywords around this topic. Again, I won't go into how to find those keywords, that's covered in another training, so I'll let you look into that. But this is where the strategy really comes to fruition. So say if you have a website or a business or a blog, and that is all built around weight loss, right? So you've got your gigantic blog which is all about weight loss. That's fine. But please, again, remember, do not try and rank for the keyword weight loss. It will take you a long time, and you may not actually be able to do that after all, right? It's quite difficult if you want to rank for weight loss on page 1. Let me actually just search. What comes up? I mean, even like on the page 9, there's a news website, right? emedicinehealth.com is ranked on page 1. It's difficult to rank on page 1 for weight loss. So forget about trying to rank on page 1 for weight loss. Don't worry about that. Instead, within the blog itself, one of your categories would be weight loss post-pregnancy, or just, post-pregnancy in that case. Right? So post-pregnancy. This will be one of your categories. And this category is going to have a minimum of 1 pillar post. Now let's talk about exactly what a pillar post is. A pillar post is, I would say, between 7 and 10,000 word post that is going to just really be the most comprehensive guide that you can create on the topic. Think about this for a second. Say you want to publish an ebook, and you want to sell that ebook for $27, $37, $47, whatever. And this would be a 30, 40, 50 page long ebook with 10,000 words in it. Take that ebook and turn that into a blog post. Don't sell that ebook. Turn that into a blog post. Because with this, you can create an amazing piece of content that people absolutely love. That just goes viral because it's like the most comprehensive post you've ever seen. Now, you can build that with Content Gorilla. We'll discuss that in a little bit. But the reason I'm telling you this is because if you do this, you will be able to essentially build out a massive post that you continually get traffic to. People tell their friends about it. Like, hey, you got to go to this weight loss website if you want to learn more about. They've got this amazing post about, all the exercise you need to know about, like for post-pregnancy. And that's going to get you a lot of referral views, organic views, and it's going to rank high as well, because Google's going to look at that as an authority piece of content, because you have a 10,000 word post and Google will be like, okay, people are staying there for like 5 minutes at a time. This is awesome. We have done these pillar posts that are literally like, 10,000 word long, and people read that for 8 minutes, 12 minutes. And because of that, our page ranks higher for the keywords that we're targeting, because of the fact that now we have some amazing content to deliver, because people stay there for longer. So that's your big pillar post. Now, when you write this 10,000 word pillar post, you're going to cover not just one, but 20 different keywords which are relevant to your market. What you're going to realize is that you're not going to rank for all 20 of them on the first page of Google as you're doing it. But what's going to happen is that you will be able to create smaller offshoot posts out of that and rank those in Google, right? Or even just get traffic from social media. So for example, if you think about weight loss post-pregnancy, one of the posts will be weight loss post-pregnancy diet. The other one would be weight loss post-pregnancy with exercise, weight loss post-pregnancy without exercise, weight loss post-pregnancy, after twins, or weight loss post-pregnancy, say, with, postpartum depression, right? Whatever topics you want to think about, if you write content around that, you will be able to create these shorter blog posts that rank in Google, but also get you traffic. Now, here's the best part. You don't need to write all these posts yourself. And I'll talk soon about how to basically accomplish that. But here's what's going to happen. You're going to write, say, 12 different posts or 11 different posts, and this is going to be your task for 3 months, right? So in the 3 months, the very first post that you write is going to be a pillar post, a gigantic post that covers like a wide array of topics. And after you write that pillar post, every week you're going to write a new post, and you're going to link back within that post to the pillar post. So you drive all the juice that you can from your 500 to 1,000 word post back to pillar post. Then you're going to use social media to get traffic back to these posts and also get traffic back to this post. So if you do this for 3 months, you do one pillar post and 1 week one post a week, you do one of these smaller posts, and you'll start getting a lot of traffic that you need for your business. So I hope it's clear so far. So pillar post and 1 post a week for about 3 months. And when you're done with this, go for another niche, another sub niche, right? You're still in the weight loss and you've done post-pregnancy, then go for weight loss, swimmers. I don't know. Weight loss for swimmers. Right, so if you're a swimmer, if you want to lose weight before your upcoming competition, here's what you need to do. And then again, you can have a ton of articles around diet and exercise. I mean, they already exercise, hopefully, so that's okay. But you can have other articles about, say supplements they can use, so on and so forth. So once you are aware of all of that, let me just get rid of some of the stuff here because we don't need all of it now. There we go. Okay, so once you've done all of that, your next task is to drive social traffic through it, right? You can, of course, drive traffic by doing a guest post on someone else's blog, buying backlinks through various different means. I won't tell you where and how to get them, again, outside the scope today. But for now, we're just focusing on content marketing. And content marketing requires you to spend a lot of time actually talking about the content as well. So the general rule is that, say, if you spend 20% of your time writing and publishing your post, you should spend 80% of the time actually talking about it. And you're like, whoa, Neil, I've never really done that. I mean, I maybe do 80-20 the other way. So I spend most of my time writing it and I don't tell other people about it. If that's you got to change. You need to change how you do content marketing. So my strong advice to you would be, instead of doing 80-20 towards writing content, do 80-20 towards actually marketing your content. So when you make that weekly post, let's say it takes you, it's 1,000 word post, it will take you 2 hours to write it, let's say even 4 hours to write, and about an hour to post. So it's taken you approximately 5 hours, which is, by the way, a bit too long in my opinion, but it's taken you 5 hours. That's 20% of your time. So spend another, say, 20 hours just marketing it. And what I mean by that is, joining Facebook groups and answering questions where this is a relevant topic, and once in a while you can drop your link, going to Quora, answering questions there as well, going to Reddit, participating in discussions there, running ads if you want to, if that's something you want to do, or going to similar blogs and leaving comments there and doing a link exchange with them, whatever it takes. But genuinely, if you're not spending 4 times the time that you are spending in creating content, you're doing your content disservice. You also need to share the link on your fan page, share the link on your profiles wherever you can. Go to LinkedIn and do that, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram if you can, all these different places. And that takes time, right? So we're talking a lot of manual work in these 20 hours. We're talking about 10 hours of work that can actually be done by systems. And that's where social syndication comes in. We have a tool as well. I won't go into this right now. If you want to know more about it, you can just kind of email us and ask about our SynRanker Ultimate tool. But social syndication essentially allows you to reach out to more places instantly. You don't have to waste hours and hours trying to get visibility. Instead, you can do it relatively quickly. Okay, so think about social syndication and think about how you will be able to spread all this content far and wide to multiple different places. You know, week 1 you do that, week 2 move on to the next piece, week 3 next piece, week 4 next piece, so on and so forth. Now, as I mentioned, there are tools that are going to help you minimize this time from 20 even down to like 5 hours, and 15 hours of work can be carried out manually. As I said, it's done with, let me just write the name down so you can Google it if you want to. Search for SynRanker Ultimate and you'll see more details about that. But the thing you need to know right now is that you can also save time in actually writing the content, and there are 2 ways to do that. So let's go ahead and jump into step number 6 and step number 7. So we have a couple of tools that are targeted to content creators, and those are Curation Lab and Content Gorilla. And let me just quickly highlight to you how that functions. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so we have 2 tools, Curation Lab and Content Gorilla. Actually, I don't even need this. So let me get quickly rid of this. Okay, so they both serve different purpose, right? You've got Curation Lab on one hand and Content Gorilla on another. Content Gorilla helps you basically take the content that you have. Content Gorilla rather helps you find videos on YouTube and then turn them into written piece of content that you can post on your blog. I would recommend, because you are quite often taking someone else's content, even with Creative Commons license, do link back to them, right? So for example, if I go into Content Gorilla and I've already searched for weight loss, it found all these different articles for me, and these articles all have Creative Commons license, which means I can actually use this in my own blog by giving a link. So I'm going to click on Create Post. And as you will see, this has brought a very clearly formatted blog post for me, which I can, edit as well as I see fit. So for example, I don't need this stuff because this is like, music and such. I don't need this one. I want to change how some words look. I can do that. And then let's say if I wanted to, make the article even more unique, I could click on spin content and that would change a few words in there. Of course, then you have to read it and make sure that it's still, is legible enough, it's clear enough. And again, you can click on grammar and it will very quickly fix some of the issues for you to make sure that you are able to still maximize this article, right? So this is still 657 words. And with this, I don't have to create a new post manually anymore. So the 5 hours of work basically became 5 minutes. Once I'm happy with this, I'm going to then post this, right? So I'm going to check featured image, it's fine. Tags, if I want to change anything, syndication, not yet. Publish, it's fine. So let's go ahead and publish it to this blog. All right, so that will publish the content for me on the blog and I'm done. That's like one fast way of doing that. You can also use Curation Lab. So if I jump into Curation Lab, what I can do here is I can discover, let's see if there are any articles in the lose weight. If not, we'll go to weight loss. Okay, let's say, so there are these 2 articles that came up about weight loss, and these are quite recent as well. So we only have 2 options. I'm going to just view this for now to see what it looks like. Okay, then I'm going to say, okay, let's go ahead and post this on our blog. So we automatically pick out the content and, we can change it as well. We can add our own details to it. We can remove this. We can remove the links as well, for example. But again, because we are taking content from someone else, please give a link back. Please give credit back. Otherwise, it is plagiarizing. It is stealing. If I wanted to, I can add in a video as well. I can add some other stuff too. I'll ask, this is for images. I'll ask our designers to put in some more information here, but yeah, I can add an image as well if I wanted to, say right over here. Okay, so this is a simple way for you to publish content, and this one I can push both on the blog as well as social media. So if I have social media channels connected, I can automatically push out content to them as well. And you're done. Pretty straightforward, right? So you can create content in two ways, either with Content Gorilla, where you have a YouTube video and you take the closed captions from that YouTube video and you push them out onto your blog as well. Alternatively, you can use Curation Lab, and you can find different content out there that is relevant to your industry, relevant to your market, and you can automatically post that onto your blog, or you can also post that on your social media channels. So you can do both of these and it will work, or even one. But the thing I want you to please remember in all of this is consistency. That is the absolute key, because if you're not consistent, if you're not doing this every single week, you won't see a compounding results. So the way a site works is, let's say, one of your pages starts getting traffic, people will obviously filter and then check some of your other pages as well. And now that you're getting more people visiting more of your pages, Google's going to realize that, hey, your site's actually getting popular, and it's going to start giving your site more juice as well. It's going to start pushing up your site's authority and ranking as well. We've been able to follow the same concepts, and again, this is a technical term, but we've been able to get our domain authority to as high as 60 plus by doing that. So bear that in mind, execute this, and I can promise you that this content marketing method works. It is focused on doing more and more, but as I just showed you, every couple of weeks, not every week, but every couple of weeks, you can grab content from either Content Gorilla or Curation Lab or both, and you can make your life much, much easier. So try that out. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to us at support@kyvio.com, and we'd be more than happy to help you out as well. Take care.